we're going to be cooking today is going to change the way that you eat your duck and how you clean your duck. I tried this with some wood ducks the other day for the first time, and it was absolute fire. So I've got 2 mallard breasts, 2 halves, 2 fillets or whatever, so it's just 1 duck. And we're going to be making some mallard steaks. I've been marinating these breasts here for probably 3 or 4 days. I was meant to cook them sooner, but never really got around to it. So like 1 day is gonna suffice. These ones are aged. Also, if you guys like these cooking videos, be sure to leave me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments that you like it, or like, hey Josh, you need to try this recipe. It's my absolute favorite to do. And I hope that like this is helping you guys get out of the mindset of just wrap it in bacon, throw it on the grill. Believe me. So that's why I'm trying to make these videos, to educate you guys. If you guys have a favorite way to cook your duck, go ahead and leave it in the comments below and I will get to it in a future video. But today we're going to be cooking some mallard steaks, and it's very, very simple. So check this out. What we have right here is 1 mallard, both sides of the breast with the skin on. I did some wood ducks like this the other day and it was absolutely delicious, and I was like, okay, I need to make the video and show you guys how to do this. We've got this marinating in some Italian dressing. If you guys want to know how to like clean the ducks like this, let me know. It's real easy. You just rip the feathers off and then cut it like you would a normal duck fillet. It's important to leave the skin on for this because the skin adds a lot of really good flavor, and there's a thin layer of fat between the skin and the meat. So if you just like peel the skin away to like get to the meat and just cut it out, you're losing a lot of that duck fat, which is actually really good. Like I said, this has been marinating in Italian dressing, just your basic old salad dressing. Everybody and their brothers probably had this at some point in their life. It's pretty decent, and it makes a pretty good marinade for ducks. We're gonna go outside and check on the grill, make sure it's nice and hot. I think I covered everything you need to know about this duck. Literally just mallard breasts with the skin on, marinate them in Italian dressing. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see down in there. We're looking good. We're gonna be cooking here pretty soon. I just recently entered the world of charcoal grill cooking last spring, I believe. Yeah, it was last spring. I didn't have a grill, so I went ahead and bought a charcoal grill. And I've always cooked on propane grills my whole life, so it's kind of a little bit of a learning curve with charcoal, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. We're going to, where did I put there's the duck. I guarantee you this will not take very long to cook, and it's going to be very good. We're going to need some tongs. We're going to need our duck breasts, and we will need a plate. That's all you're gonna need. It's time to get the grill ready. Okay, let's shut the door so we don't get smoke inside. Okay, the coals are ripping and roaring. Check it out. I'm sure it looks a lot different on camera. There we go. Coals are looking good. What I want to do here is basically just dump the coals on half of the grill. I want a hot side and a not so hot side. Perfect. Okay, I don't know if those are right. Like I said, I'm new to charcoal cooking, so I think that looks pretty decent here. Now we just need to put this bad boy on there. We'll clean off our grill here. Ah, that looks tasty, doesn't it? Now here is the very most important part of this. You need to put the mallard breast skin side down first, okay? You want to put it right on the hot coals, skin side down, and really get it to sear up good. Char. You want to put the skin side down first because one, there might be a little bit of feathers left on the breast, so when you put it right on those hot coals, it's gonna flame up. Those feathers are gonna be gone. So skin side down, let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll flip it, let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes, then you can check it. You really don't want to go past medium with these birds. I'd say pull it off earlier than you think, because it's gonna continue cooking after the grill. I've seen so many people ruin their steaks, just T-bones or whatever, by just taking them off when they're medium on the grill and not like realizing that it's gonna continue cooking after you take it off. Okay, we got a nice hot grill here. Mallard breasts are looking fine as a dime. And so let's go ahead. We'll just shake off the excess here, at least as best as we can. Hey, stop that. Like I said, skin side down, bam. Just like that. You know, that's really all there is to it right there. There's just something so satisfying about grilling and like filming it. It's just so, I don't know. It's just like the aesthetic of it. It's always hard for me to say aesthetic, whatever. Just something about like seeing it through the camera lens. It's just so satisfying to me. When it starts to flame up like this, you know you're getting that fat out of that skin, and it's just kind of really starting to go. So let's take a look here. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, we'll go ahead and flip that. Just like that. That's beautiful. We need to get another close-up of this thing. Oh, isn't that wonderful? That's totally wonderful. You can still see you can still kind of see the pink in there. Ooh, awesome. I might have flipped it just a bit early, but I didn't want to get too charred up on the skin side. That's why I offset the fire, so I can get it hot, really get that skin crispy and how I want it to be. But then once both sides are like getting real good grill marks and whatever, I can move it off to the side and continue cooking it that way. This is looking really good. I cannot wait to dig into this thing. How's this side looking? That's looking really good. We're gonna just kind of, we're gonna just pull it off to the side a little bit. That one looks good there too. And we'll just let it keep on cooking, just like that. You guys see what's going on here? Perfect. Let's go ahead and cut on in here. It's kind of hot up there. Oh, 1 second. We're gonna take it over here. We're gonna cut to see kind of where we're at. We're still pretty rare, as you guys can see. I want to let that cook just a little bit longer on that, kind of like right on the edge of the coals here. I'm not quite all the way over here, but I'm not on here. I'm just kind of right happy medium. I think we're only going to need to give it like 2 to 3 more minutes, and then it'll be done. Like I said earlier, if you pull it off when it's still like a little bit more rare than you like it, by the time you get it inside, let it sit for a second, it'll probably finish cooking all the way up until the point where you like it. Perfect pairings for this would be like mashed potatoes, corn, like just your basic whatever you eat with a steak kind of meal. But for me tonight, balling on a budget, just eating this. Mallards eat corn, that's a vegetable. So mallards are vegetables. I bet they're close now. Oh yeah, yep. That's where we want. You guys can see that. I might have overcooked it a little bit, but that's like a perfect medium rare. It looks a little bit darker in the camera. Okay guys, it is time for the best part of this whole operation. It's eating the end product. I need a fork. Eating the end product. It's looking like it's a little bit more well done than I'd like it, but it's probably what most people would classify as like a medium. So we're still pretty good. If you go past a medium and you start cooking it all the way through, it's gonna get real tough, but this looks nice and juicy. Let's dig on in here. Let's just go ahead, cut us off a little bit here. Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. I've got a few little pin feathers. That's okay though. It don't matter. I'll eat them. I'll eat them. But doesn't that just look amazing? You got the skin, some fat on there, and you just get all this nice juicy duck meat right there. Perfect. I think I just died and went to mallard heaven. It's delicious because one, I waited way too long to grill it and I marinated it for like 4 days straight. So the marinade probably got real deep in there, but it's just so juicy and it's so tender and it's so not the typical duck that everybody hates to cook and eat, because you gotta learn how to cook your duck so you can eat it right. If you just throw it on the grill, cook it all the way through, like, it's gonna be gross. But if you take your time, you process it right, you marinate it, you grill it right, you're gonna like the outcome. And I highly recommend you guys giving this recipe a try. It's freaking delicious. I never really did skin on my duck breast until I tried it the other day. I always was one of those guys who just pulls the skin apart and cuts the breast meat out, throws it in a bag, puts it in the freezer, use it for whatever. Jerky, sausages, stir fries, you name it. But when I tried it with the skin on after watching some like Delta waterfowl video or something like that, talking about doing the same exact kind of thing I'm doing here, I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I tried it, it was delicious. And I know a lot of people over exaggerate like how good wild game is. Oh, this wild game is so awesome. Like most people are just like, yeah, it's just duck meat. Like, dude, it's not that great. But when you kill it, it's kind of more like in your head that it's like super good. But this really is good and I highly recommend you guys giving it a try. Very easy. Cut the breast off, marinate it in Italian dressing, throw it on some high heat for 2, 3, 4 minutes on each side. Make sure you cook it to however you like it, but don't overcook it, and dig in. That's all there is to it. Nothing is more simple to do than this. Believe me, I love simplicity. That's all I got for you guys today on this cooking video. If you guys like these cooking videos, be sure to let me know. Leave me a thumbs up, and also if you have a recipe that you want to see me do, leave it in the comments below. Feel free to follow me on my social media. I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. If you want to pick up a Ducks hoodie or an Outdoor Limits hat or anything of that sort, click the link in the description. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.